Greetings shipmates, let's make mistakes. Captain Bravado here with a video that was recorded a little while ago that I haven't had much time to do the audio for. However, now we have the time, now we're going to do it. So this game features, it's a Nicholas. What I was doing here was, this was a warm-up for the ranked sprint event. Now I have been doing ranked sprints, as with a lot of my videos, with division mates, and predominantly with Urban Slayer, as we seem to have the same time schedules. However, before I decided to head off with Mr. Urban Slayer and work on our standard arrangement of a tactical nous, I thought I would give the Nicholas a spin in a quick random battle after just changing the build slightly, just to make it a bit more optimal for us to use. Now what came out of this was RPF. Now it is called Solo Warrior, it does feature in the title, but it's safe to say that RPF is probably the biggest factor in this game, and this is what's going to allow us to go on to take that Solo Warrior and eventually win the game. Now I won't lie, when we get deeper into this match, the last 4 or 5 minutes are going to be a little bit boring, but sometimes to win, boring's okay. But we're going to get back to that a little bit later on. While we do that though, I thought I would talk a little bit about what I actually do with Clanmates and clan play. Our history is with a clan that was made as a group of friends called Mistakes Were Made. We are MWM. And we've now decided that we are going back to MWM after joining another what was going to be competitive clan. We decided that it's probably not for us. We had a good time there, we worked well together, but as a group of casuals, Mistakes Were Made is pretty apt for the way we play the game. No one here is proclaiming to be any sort of expert at this game whatsoever. What we do proclaim to do is have a hell of a lot of fun playing it while we do. Frustrations? Absolutely. And every one of my division teammates, clanmates, bring something interesting to the table. I don't normally go down the road of naming everybody, but I'm going to today. Now, everyone loves a bit of one-upmanship, so I was trying to work out the best way to do this. Now, could I do it alphabetically? Yes, I could. But then the Hillock's going to be all excited because he's going to be the first one up on there. Or I could do it in reverse order. But that puts Urban Slayer up first, and his ego's big enough to manage on its own. But we've just mentioned 2 of them, we've covered each end of it, so we can go through the other guys in the middle. There's Uhtred the Bold. We've known each other for a very, very long time. We've also worked together, that brought us into the game together. And, well, he's famed for his ability to just disappear from Discord. If it doesn't quite happen, generally after a devastating strike, you can be pretty certain that he's gone AWOL. All you'll hear is the subtle tones of dudunk, and we're a man down. But he's dead at that point. Going to bed, I would imagine. We have the captain. That's great, captain by name, captain by nature. He does himself pretty proud. But we don't see him as much as we should do. I think he's having a mild sabbatical from the game at the moment, while we restructure the way we do something. And we have Tedwar as well. So those are the kind of core 5 of us, really. I mean, you've been featured on another video as well, Langsdorff, Captain Langsdorff. He's the special one of the group in every single way. I mean, this video is running in the background. You've probably noticed that we saw the DD that just get obliterated in that cloud of smoke over there. If you sit in a cloud of smoke from a destroyer, you're going to get hurt. But interestingly, we are 5 minutes into the game now. I haven't really paid much attention to what's going on the screen. But we're still hanging around here. Just trying to get this alpha cap, really. I think, from what I remember, by the end of this, we're going to tie up most of the caps. But that's one ship down, and we're going to carry on. We'll see where the game takes us. And I'll get back to talking about the clan stuff. So we play for fun. And we have a lot of fun doing it. I just thought a part of that, it's nice to do something on Twitch, stream as well at the same time. And then see what you get out of it, really. The world gets to see us do some silly things, and mistakes are made pretty frequently and pretty often, generally with a hilarious level of effect. We're still hanging around in this ACAP, aren't we? We're going to get this done shortly. I'm trying to remember, it was a game I filmed this a long time ago, and I only kept it specifically for this Solo Warrior part, but as I said, padding it out until it gets to the completely uninteresting winning part was always going to be a challenge. So I've been playing this game myself for a good few years after being browbeaten into it by a guy we used to work with. Interestingly, he was in the Royal Navy and started playing. So he said, let's go play this game, and he talked 3 of us into this. So we worked together and we started playing World of Warships, and as the rest they say is history. I'd love to say we've improved over the years, but I think that's not specifically true. If I said I've improved over the last few months, that wouldn't be an understatement. Until recently I've been playing World of Warships on a laptop, and it wasn't a good laptop, so my specification level was very, very low. In fact, it was so low I played about 8,000 games on the lowest possible settings that you can actually set this to. Yeah. And then I decided to buy what was going to buy a watch. I needed a new smartwatch because I like a bit of technology. However, my clanmates did point out that I would probably get more value out of a gaming computer, considering how much we play this game. So I relented. There's another devastating strike. Another classic example of don't sit in smoke when there's destroyers around not moving. And we're going to move on to take this ACAT. So I went off and I bought a computer. And decided that we'd stream as well for a bit of fun, and it's been hilarity since, and it's not been something I've regretted doing actually, because since moving over to said new computer only 6 to 8 weeks ago now, my actual experience of the game has been so much better. I've enjoyed the game more, and I can see things in the game I didn't even know were there until I started watching other streamers like the Mighty Jingles, Flamu, Flammats, and just seeing the quality of the video that they get on their screen. I didn't even know these things existed in the game, but my god, what a difference they make to the game. It just makes the whole experience so much better. Being able to see the detail levels of the ships that are coming from you. Less mistakes have been made is probably a fair way of putting it. What we've ended up with so far. But what we've ended up with is what we have. I'm going to start concentrating a little bit more on this game for a little while now. See where we end up. So we've taken 2 ships down, 2 devastating strikes so far. We've secured the Alpha Cap. We've got holding a 90-point lead advantage at the moment. This game's not really going our way, and to be honest, it's going to take a big southward downturn very, very quickly. While we've got the smoke out here, I'm determined to try and keep this guy alive over here in the Corvair, and put down as much fire and as much damage on this Myogi as possible. I mean, he's off to Ocean now, so I'm going to try and stop him before he gets there. But it's the CV that's going to be a bit more of a problem for me. I mean, we're alright, we got the AA, we're going to hold on to AA as long as humanly possible. Obviously, you know, we're down on our smokes. This Myogi's going down pretty quickly as well. I don't remember if they took this man out, but we're going to find out very, very shortly. I think our Corvair's in the best of health either at the moment. Back over and check in a minute. There was something smoking in the water, it wasn't him, but he's taken him down, that's fair enough. So I'm going to set about my business. Now we do have a 300-point lead here. So realistically, you think, you know, this game should be sewn up. I mean, what can possibly go wrong with a 300-point lead? Well, the title in the video is kind of going to be the giveaway. So we know eventually, without too many spoilers going on, what's going to happen here is the other 5 of my teammates are going to get themselves killed. And we're going to have to try and hold on to this game on our own. Good sample of how we use our defensive AA and some torpedo beats. I could probably dub those over. Software upgrades will come at a later date. But as we build onto this, we're going to take it one slow step at a time. New York's taking a spanking there, and I'm on the way to B. That V170 is pretty low health, but he has taken out our battleship, which bothers me. And it's V170. He's gonna have an important role to play in this game still. It might be at the end of my guns, or it might not be. But right now, we're running low on ships. We've got 2 caps. We know there's a ship over by sea. We've got an Emerald who's he's on an exploration. Probably got some deep sea fishing mission going on up there. Take some of the locals out, see what they can catch, while the rest of us go about our business of sinking ships. Oh, the V170, he did push away from me, yeah, but his role is going to be pretty important this later on. This where RPF is really, really important. Right now, he is helping me pick through the targets. We just lost the Nicholas, we're now down to 4 ships, including my sweet self. Minikazi, he's deciding he's coming in, so we're going to have to, probably going to have to deal with that. Now with that Connick there, I wanted to keep the island between me and the Connick as long as possible, so I don't give him a shot at me. I know I'm in range to engage the Minikazi, which was the plan. We're going to start raining down Hail Mary on him. Good to get rid of him. Not really doing an awful lot really to discourage my ordnance from heading in his direction either, which is a bit handy. So we will keep raining fire down on him. He sets me on fire. Now I haven't put it out straight away. Now, maybe I should have, but bearing in mind I had that Connie coming in, squadron of planes overhead, I decided not to blow it straight away and wait until there drops and then take care of business, just in case he was good enough to make a decision there to drop. Now, knowing his torps were okay, we did turn away. And we have dropped some smoke, just to be sure. Now, I know the Conning's not coming into the cap. We know the V170's not either, because we're still capping this. And we do still hold a 250 point advantage. We are running out of ships. And while caps win games because they score points, being alive makes a big difference. And there goes the New York. We are now down to 2, and that Corbett I left over in A little while ago, he's still in A. The cap we have safe. So the RPF has now swung all the way back. Now I know that Connie wasn't that close. He was outside. He's not in the cap, so he's not within that 5 kilometers. But the Minikazi is. So I've decided to push away. RPF has swung back, seen him. And we're just going to keep pushing away from him. Drop those torpedoes off. And then run. Now I'm trying to create some distance here. I don't want him in my detection range. You see, I've got a little bit too close there. But I do keep pushing away just to try and stretch that out a little bit. Not firing the guns, because I'd like to disappear at the earliest opportunity. And that would be now. While I'm disappearing at the earliest opportunity, so's the Conning. Devastating strike number 3 is in the bag. And C's under threat. But we do still have a 300 point lead. 7 minutes left on the clock. So they're going to go for the kill all. I know there's a DD behind me. There's clearly a DD in front of me. But I'm just going to push across to C because we're holding these caps. So they've got to come and deal with, they've got to deal with the cap situation, or they've got to come and deal with all of the ships. So I'm going to head myself over to C. And if we're lucky, we know their V170 is on pretty low health, so we're just going to deal with that at the same time as well. But the rest of this game is purely guided by RPF now, and what that's going to allow us to find out, what information that's going to give us. Now I haven't been located during this game either, so we know they're not running any RPF, which is going to give us an advantage. I think from memory we're going to lose the Corbett very soon. When he goes down, the sound that every ship captain wants to hear in the game comes up as well. The team depends on you. So there's our V170 friend. Turned up too late, didn't make the shots. Now we know he was angled out a little bit there, so there's a good chance he's probably stuck some torpedoes straight back where I'm heading. So we're going to manoeuvre the boat wide, and then we're going to turn it in hard, just so we can get some beats going on if we need to. But I think we're reasonably safe now. The RPF is pushing behind the island in C. So we're probably going to be alright. Now we are holding, what, nearly a 400 point lead here. Time is ticking. A's now ticking out as well. Corbett's still hanging in there, but not for much longer. So I'm just waiting on the edge here, see where RPF goes. Maybe he's gone into C, he's done a complete U-turn and he's looking to come back round. And if he's looking to come back round, he's looking to come back round in the direction I am Because at this point, it's worthwhile trade. I mean, he's only got to get a torpedo into me and it's over. Our core bit has now expired. We've got 4 minutes 49 on the battle clock here. So time-wise, we've got enough time to get this job done. So he's still under our control. But my concern was if I drive back over towards B, towards a cap we've already got, we're going to lose. We don't have A and B. The points are ticking quite favourably. And there is a real opportunity. We could lose this game. But as I said, this is about RPF and the power of RPF and what it can do for you. Now, my approach in here is to follow that RPF. And right now, he's behind this massive pile of terra firma here. So I'm not going to get torpedoed. We're just going to push through. And keep the RPF bearing tight to us. As was pointed out there, we have enough points. Well, we didn't have enough points. Not at that point. Now we're going to have enough points if I stop them from scoring any. As we can see, the timer at the top tells us so. We're going to win in 7.5 minutes and they need 15. And some rather helpful information there as well. Don't die and we win. Yep, that's pretty obvious. If we don't die, we've always got a chance of winning. We're not on the A line and we're not in A1 and we're not in A10 or J1 or J10 either. So, yep, there's always a possibility. But there is a CV still in the game. Now we have pushed out a little bit because at this point I was thinking if I can get rid of this V170 as well, if he's close enough and I'm surface detected, I'm going to detect him and it's one volley and he's finished. But now we're going to fire off our offensive AA, scatter the drop from these planes. So that was the first group targeted, the second group coming in on me. They've been targeted as well. Try and get the scatter. I'm just going to keep turning this boat hard and try and turn back in his direction. There we go. The power of the AA has managed to scatter those torpedoes enough that he hasn't got a nice straight line on us and I can get the boat in between us. The RPF is pointing back behind the rock and the V170 is pushed away. He's not decided to come back in. He's still hanging behind that island. But he's going to keep me spotted now with these planes as long as possible and that makes me nervous. But staying on the RPF, we know where the surprises are coming from. If anything's going to come through the middle there to torpedo me, possibly that Minikaze, if he's made his way across. But I don't think he's gone because he hasn't gone for B yet. Anything comes through the middle there, then we've got a chance. The Revolution's so far out of this game, you know, he's gone, it doesn't matter. It's not going to make any difference to us here. But these fighters are a damn pain. Now, where are we? We've got 2 minutes left. Didn't want to shoot down. I mean, I was never going to shoot down all these torpedo bombers, but I didn't want to because I want them to go back to the carrier, which is miles away, and rearm and then fly all the way back. Because that's going to take him a lot longer than if I'd have been able to shoot them down, which, to be honest, with the AA was going to be nigh on impossible. I mean, we've managed to shoot down one aeroplane from our defensive AA from both those squadrons. But we do want to hold on to that as long as possible. Just going to keep circulating around the cap. I just want to keep this island between me and that V170. And it's possible. There's only a minute left, but this is the power of what RPF can do for you. Use well, it gives you phenomenal information and used against you as well. It can, when you're located, it gives you information at the same time as well. Normally because the closest ship to you is the same one that's spotting you. But I'm just moving around now. I know that V170 from the RPF position is starting to swing back round to come into this cap. But we've got 50 seconds left in this game. I've just got to survive for 50 more seconds. So I've now decided, now he's far enough behind this island, I'm going to head down that elusive 9 to 10 line and get away from this cap. Because it doesn't matter if they take it now. We've got a 300-point advantage. And not getting this game back as long as I don't do anything stupid. Mistakes are often made, but I'm pleased to say that this time round we're not going to make too many mistakes. And this is going to see us out towards the end of the game. I apologise for the cut-off at the end and the slightly grainy screenshots of the finish, but that's what we ended up with. So, power of RPF. Solo warrior. until we sink again. It's Captain Bravado out. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe to our channel and tell a friend. That would be great. Thank you.